What's going on, everybody? I'm Chase of Rocky Mountain HDMC, giving you a closer look at the Adventure HDry boots from Forma. All right, everyone, thanks for checking in. Today we're giving you a closer look at the new Adventure HDry boot from Forma. Now, the Adventure boot from these guys has been around for a while, but year after year, it's one of the most popular. It's super comfortable right out of the box, zero to little break-in time. And with the Adventure boot, if you're an adventure touring rider where you like to spend a little bit more time off the bike, doing some walking, whatever it might be, hiking, I think this is one of the better options out there because it is so comfortable right out of the box. You've got more of a lug sole design that almost looks like a hiking boot. So again, if you spend time off the bike, really good option. Now, before we dive in and talk about these and what separates these from just the standard adventure model, I do want to point out real quick that what Forma recommends is that, well, what they don't recommend is that you're doing real aggressive off-road riding, or you're riding bikes that have kickstarters, or you have aggressive foot pegs. And the reason that they say that is that with the sole on the Adventure and the HDry is that it has a lot more flex than just a regular motocross style boot. You could look at the Terra Evo boot from Forma. That is more of an aggressive off-road boot. It has a much stiffer sole. But with these, you can just see when I flex that, you can see how much flex there is. That's why it's great when you're walking. But as far as an aggressive riding standpoint, it's not going to be the best option because of that. But doesn't mean you can't use it for that. I've seen riders that are using the Adventure boot for, off-road riding. They're standing up working hard on the foot pegs, but that is what Forma recommends, so just keep that in mind. But in any case, with the HDry, what makes these new and unique is the new waterproof liner inside here. And what you're getting now is a waterproof liner that is laminated to the leather, and the reason that that is beneficial is that in those cases where you get these things wet, I'm talking soaking wet, if you're riding all day in rain, or maybe you're doing some rides where you have some river crossings or creek crossings you got to go through, as the water penetrates through the leather, because that waterproof liner is laminated on the inside, that you don't have that little void where that water can get trapped between the leather and the waterproof liner. So these are not going to get nearly as heavy when they do get soaking wet. With the regular Adventure, that's still a waterproof boot, but that waterproof liner is just sewn in. So if water gets through the leather, there's that gap there where that water can just hang out, it can't escape, and that can add some extra weight to the boot. So for longer rides, if you're going to be getting in those conditions, the HDry is going to be a really good option for that. Now, as far as price point goes, you are going to jump up. You're about $340 for the HDry. You're sub $300 for just the standard Adventure. So kind of look at those, those differences, and that'll kind of help you decide which one's going to be best for you. But if we talk about fit, super comfortable. Like I mentioned, if you're walking in these, I don't think you're going to have any issues there. Little to zero break-in time, plenty of flexibility. If you are walking, nice wide toe box, the length is going to fit true to size. But remember, we do have our fit guarantee. So if you get these, if you're not happy with how they fit, simple. Send it back in brand new unused condition. We'll give you free shipping both ways on your first exchange for either the same pair of boots in a different size or a completely different boot, just to make sure you get the size and the fit that you are looking for. But don't take my word for it. Read rider reviews. They're going to tell you the same thing. Super comfortable. Now, as far as the construction goes on the HDry, I want to point this out now that this and the regular Adventure, exact same construction, same everything. The only difference is the waterproof liner. So just remember that. But with the construction, you're going to have full oil grain leather. You're going to have an injection molded shin plate up here at the top. You can see on the toe box, you're going to have this on both boots, but really it just comes into factor on the left side for shifting. But you do have this hard plastic piece on top just to prevent wear there. It also is textured, just adding a little bit more grip when you are shifting. And as you work your way up, you can see you've got these stretch bellows or accordion panels going all the way up the front. Again, really helping with that flex. 3 buckle design. The buckles on this actually work really, really well. I'll show you how they work. So you're just going to take your strap. You can see with the buckles, these are replaceable. They are aluminum buckles as well, so great durability. Take your strap, slide it over the top, snap it down. Simple buckle design, works really well. You can also see down here at the bottom on this lower buckle, you do have this raised plastic piece. That's just in case maybe you have a low side, or if you were to catch this on something, it's going to help protect that lower buckle there as well. So as you work your way up, I'll go ahead and open this up real quick. A little bit of Velcro up here at the top. Now inside here you can see there is your HDry waterproof liner. So like I said earlier, the big difference though is that this is laminated to that leather. So as water penetrates through, it doesn't have that gap or that void to fill up, so it's not going to add that extra weight. So you can see how high that comes up. It's going to come up to just below that upper buckle that you have there. The insole on here is antimicrobial, moisture wicking liner on the inside. So I'll buckle that back up. Now these are a CE rated boot, so you are getting good ankle support and protection with these. You can see on the lateral and the medial side, you actually do have an insert here that's underneath the leather. So again, that's just gonna add some impact protection there on both sides. Looking at the heel cup, it's nice and stiff, nice and reinforced. As you work your way up, you can see you've got these stretch panels here. You're gonna have a few more up here at the top as well. Now with the sole, that's what I talked about earlier. Looking at it, you have more of a lug sole design. That's why I say if you're off the bike, if you're walking, going for a short hike, this is going to offer really good grip. It's an anti-slip sole design, but it is a softer rubber material than you're going to get with a traditional motocross sole. Again, that's why they say probably not the best option if you're using really aggressive foot pegs, so they don't want you to wear through these too quickly. And also, like we talked about, that flex. You do have a steel shank inside here to help with the rigidity, but the steel shank only comes up to about the arch of the foot, and then you can see how much flex they have. So that's why they say aggressive off-road riding, you might want more support than what this sole will give you. Again, check out the Forma Terra Evo. There's other great adventure boots that do offer a little bit more stiffer sole. So again, just something to keep in mind. But in any case, super comfortable, one of the better boots. Again, if you're off the bike, if you're doing long touring rides, on-road, off-road, great option. And you have a 1-year warranty on these. If you have questions or comments, we want to get those answered, so make sure to leave those below. To pick up a set, it's real simple. Click on the link or head over to RockyMountainATVMC.com. All orders are over $75 ship free. If you guys like this video and you want to see more just like it, get subscribed to the Rocky Mountain YouTube channel and stay up to date. I am Chase, and we'll see you on the trails.